Good morning, everybody. Welcome to A Cup of Coffee with Jesus. It's a good day. Crisp, cool day. Sun's out. It's nice. Just wanted to touch base with you guys this morning. You know, we live in a world that gives us lots and lots of choices, more than we've ever had choices in our life. I remember when I was a kid, I remember trying to tell somebody stuff that it was like when you were a kid. It's difficult when they tell you you only had 4 channels to watch, and one of them was PBS. So if the news was on 2, it was on 6, it was on 8. That's all there was. 4 channels. We had one telephone in our house that hung on the kitchen wall. I remember when we finally, when my parents put a second phone line in their bedroom, and I was just like, wow, that's so cool. They don't have to walk to the kitchen anymore to answer the phone. And then I remember when we got our first microwave. I'm old enough, I remember when we got our first color television. When we got our first microwave. We'd moved to Oklahoma from Montana. I remember when we got our first car that had air conditioning in it, because none of our cars had air conditioning in it when we moved down from Montana. Yeah, the cars were hot. But now we have so many choices that the world offers you. I remember going to the store, we'd go to Sears and I'd buy a tool when I was a young man, and I was just like, okay, those are the options. That was it. But now we have so many options at the fingertips of our phone or our electronic device. We have at our fingertips. Like yesterday, I was looking for a filter for my air compressor, and I was like, boom, Amazon, here we go. 2 or 3 days, it'll be here. And I didn't have to go shopping around anywhere. I mean, Amazon had like 50 plus filters that I could get for my air compressor. It's just amazing what we have. But I was reading in Psalms 25, and it's about the Lord's loving kindness and His truth. And it says in Psalms 25:10, all the paths of the Lord are loving kindness and truth to those who keep His covenant and His testimonies. You know, the fact that we have so many choices in the world today starts letting us think that we can do it all ourselves, and we don't have to rely on His covenant and His testimonies. See, I love testimony time, because if you give a testimony to me, I will grab a hold of that, and that testimony is now my testimony, because they're all testimonies of His loving kindness. All. I will reverberate and repeat and re-say your testimony over and over, because those are the things that build people's faith up, the testimonies. And again, so all the paths of the Lord are loving kindness and truth, not your version of the truth of the word, to those who keep His covenant and His testimonies. His testimonies. And you know, when we have so many choices, we start limiting the testimonies of God because we have so many choices. So we just have to remember, constantly, put it in our mind, that it's about His loving kindness and it's His testimonies, and we keep His covenant. That's what we need to be placing before us. At the beginning of this year, man, I've had so many downloads already about this year, what's going to happen, what's coming, what's going to take place. But we really need to focus on not being bombarded with all the choices of the world, and that our first and foremost choice always are His loving kindness and His testimonies. That should be our number one choice. His loving kindness, keeping His covenant, and the testimonies that come from that. So as you start this new year off, just remember, all the paths of the Lord are loving kindness and truth to those who keep His covenant and His testimonies. Psalms 25:10. So, get you a cup of coffee, spend some time with Jesus, and learn about his covenant so you can grab onto some more testimonies and you understand his loving kindness. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon. As always, remember, Jesus loves you, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I hope you guys have a great day. See you soon. Goodbye.